exciting fundraising opportunities. Please welcome Joe Zago, president of Carpet Guys, to the stage. Come on up, Joe.
Good morning. Was that the best traffic jam we've ever been in, or what? I hate traffic jams. I'm getting off 696 and I was like, what is this? I'm like, this is great. I mean, you couldn't find a parking spot in the whole zoo. I mean, that's like when I can't find a parking spot, it's normally a frustrating moment, but this is actually the best difficult moment I've had in a while. So this is really, really great. I'm here today with my sister, my Becky, my girlfriend Brittany, a lot of our friends and family from the Carpet Guys, but most importantly in my life, my mom and my dad. My mom was diagnosed with Alzheimer's just a few years back, 5 or 6 years back, when my mom and dad were living in Lansing, and my father just recently in the last couple of years. And we brushed it off for a while as just, you know, well, they're getting a little older, people get forgetful. I mean, that's just what happens. And we didn't realize what it was, you know. And we lived here in Metro Detroit. They lived in Lansing, and so seeing them, you know, once a month or once every other month, not as frequently as we do now, you know, it started to become more and more noticeable. It became dangerous for them to live in their house. They lived in a house that was built in the 1890 in downtown Lansing with rickety steps and what have you, and you know, neither one of them could pick each other up if there was an accident that ever took place. And it was really, really hard, not just for them, but as much for my sister and I, to gently but very tactfully get them to move out of their home and move in with us. And I felt, I think it hurt me more than it hurt my parents, because I felt like I was stealing of their dignity, you know, because my mom loves her home, you know, and my father did everything to really make it their place, and they just absolutely loved it. And to move them in with us, you know, back in Metro Detroit, where they moved away from for a reason, they didn't care for it as much back in the day. It was very challenging for them. I will say that and I was just talking to Chuck just briefly ago, you know, the decline in my mom was a lot more noticeable, starting with her speech, and then, you know, her depth perception and other cognitive areas. And it was going downhill really, really, really fast. And we noticed it, especially in the last couple of years since the beginning of the pandemic, it just went down real, real quick. And I will say that this time last year, to where my mom is today, it's almost the same. I mean, with the exception of not being able to use her phone anymore, and some speech things, you know, she's really, and I think what's really changed a lot was what we did is we spent a lot more time with them. We show them love every single day. My girlfriend is a Beaumont nurse. She gave up her job pretty much to just spend every day with my parents and care for them and do exercises with my dad, and we do cue cards with my mom. And these moments that we share together, and we try to do a lot of familiar things with them to make them laugh and smile. And we were just dancing a minute ago, my mom and I. And these are the things that the joyful moments seem to slow it all down. So if there's one thing that I could say, and I don't have the answers, I'm just trying to figure this out as we all are as we go through this, is the more time we spend with our loved ones, and the more love that we give them, and the more special moments that we can share with them, the better. I think it slows it down, but more importantly, these are, you know, our most important asset that any of us are given or rented, I would say, or leased, is our time. You know, money can come and go, but we can never, ever, ever, ever buy time back. And so I just want to spend as much time with you people as much as I possibly can. I love you more than anything. My mom devoted her entire life to helping blind kids. She was a special ed high school teacher, and she realized that she could only help people at a certain capacity at the high school level, so she quit her job early and commuted to Lansing from Sterling Heights every day to go work for the Michigan State Board of Education, where she could impact school districts across the state on a larger scale on how to teach blind people better. And then she consulted in other places around the country, and I've watched my mom speak to crowds larger than this and captivate audiences, and my mom devoted her entire life to serving people. My dad was an accounting teacher in high school, and a lot of his students went on to become accountants. And he says today still, I would have done the job for free because he loved it so much. They loved serving people. And so now we're here to serve them and serve our relatives and you know, the people that we care for and love. And so this cause is just an amazing cause. You know, my mom is on Namenda as well as Aricept, and I think those drugs that were developed over the time have really, really helped slow the progression of her disease down. My dad is also on one of the two, and I've noticed, you know, it's you know, the more research we can put in this and the more money that we can raise, the better. And so one of the things that the Carpet Guys is going to be doing today, number one, I don't like being number two in anything. And I was looking last night at midnight, I was texting like, where are we at in the standings? Where are we in the standings? And we're like down by 35 grand. So we're tied now for number one, by the way. Sorry, Tommy. We have to go back to work and sell a lot more carpet for like the next year and a half. But we tied that so we can hold the first place title. So we want to make sure we're one of the top fundraisers. And additionally, what we're going to do is we're going to match donations starting at noon today. Donations that you guys give today up to the next $5,000, we'll match that donation as well. We really want to get to this $800,000 mark. We can do it. We're 100,000 shy, and I really think that today we can do it. So I'll start us with the first 35,000, and let's try to hit our goal. So if all of us come together, we can definitely do it. And hopefully sometime in their lifetime or my lifetime or your lifetime, hopefully soon we can find a cure to this damn disease, because it's a really, really painful disease. Very, very painful, not just for them, but for everyone that surrounds them. And it's so great to see so much more awareness this year. Like I said, the jam in the parking lot was the best jam I've ever been in. Now, I know I've gone way beyond my time, so I'll let you guys all go with that. Thank you all for your support. We love you. Thank you.
Thanks, Joe. And you know, this is so amazing to be here this morning. There's so much energy from Joe and his family, so much energy in this crowd. Have you looked over your shoulder at all the people that are filling in? I mean, this is an amazing thing, and we love the energy. We want you to show your passion, show your purple on social media. Hang on a minute. Can I hand you this mic for just a second? I got to take a selfie with you. Is that okay?
Yay!